7:14, the geeks are here, and of course this is a big day because Apple's making an announcement. Do we know what they're going to announce?
Well, the supply chain is so open at this point and crosses so many borders, it's hard for anyone to keep secrets.
Right.
So I would say 90 to more than that % of the announcement have already been leaked. But it's always good to see the stagecraft.
Okay, so they just started this, and I see you guys are monitoring it here on your laptops, on your smartphones. What have they announced, if anything, so far?
Well, they've talked about the Apple Watch,
and
they're talking about the new OS, the Watch OS.
Oh, the new operating system of the,
okay. And they're talking about, they've already got like 10,000 apps that actually run on the Apple Watch. They're also talking about some of the new bands that are going to be made available. So right now it's kind of focused on all the Apple Watch stuff.
Okay, so they tend to, I mean, we've seen this a few times. They start with the small stuff and it gets bigger and bigger. What are the things that you have learned from the leakage that is going to be talked about or introduced today? Yeah.
Well, September event is their iPhone event. It's their bread and butter. It's their single most successful consumer product. So that will be the meat of today's announcements. Basically, the next iteration of the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, which is the 6S and the 6S Plus.
Okay.
What we expect there primarily, or what I'm excited about, is an upgraded camera, 12 megapixels, 1080p, or a 5K video, actually 4K video, and even the selfie camera. Burt loves to take selfies.
Yes,
they're going to upgrade that to 5 megapixels, and you can do a panorama. You can show the whole world behind your head.
Behind your selfie. Yeah. And also a flash, I understand, on the selfie side of the camera. Is that a possible improvement?
Well, with the I guess front-facing camera, it's always going to be much more clear.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know if you're going to need the flash.
Yeah. Okay. So the iPhone. That's one thing. What are the other items that might be coming?
Well, the expected announcement about the iPad is the iPad Pro. Now, this is a big, kind of honking device. It's like 13 inches.
Oh, physically big.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
And so it'll be called iPad Pro, and it's kind of more geared toward the enterprise. So more the corporate enterprise. It's also supposedly going to come out with a stylus.
Who's going to use this thing? I mean, who are they trying to cater to with this?
I think it's probably going to be like field forces where they go out there, they're doing some kind of input into surveys or monitoring or whatever, so that they have the stylus and they can actually write into forms that might be able to come up on the iPad.
Now, every time I hear the word stylus, I see Ryan cringe. You're not.
We're born with the best stylus.
It's attached.
Yes, it's attached to us. I should mention the iPad Pro and the new iPhone is going to have Force Touch, which is pressure sensitivity. That makes it very attractive for the iPad side for artists as well.
So the harder you push down on the screen,
you get different responses.
Yeah. So instead of a double tap or a triple or whatever,
push extra
hard. Force touch, they call it.
Yes.
Multi-touch. Anything else you think's going to be talked about today?
Apple TV. That should be coming out, so we'll be kind of standing by to see what the in-house sort of control panel, control device is going to be.
Now they've got Apple TV right now, don't they?
Yeah, but I think they're talking about incorporating Siri into it, so you can actually talk to it.
Oh, so you can change channels or
change
shows.
And then there's also this idea that they're going to be also releasing a remote control so that it could be used for gaming.
Yep, apps and games I think are going to be.
And control your house, the things that are in your house like appliances and air conditioning and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd say in this category Apple is catching up, but we'll see what they announce.
Okay, all right, so the guys.
Control a weather anchor?
No, you will not control your weather anchor. But the guys are going to hang around, so we're going to watch together and they'll be bringing us the latest from that, what it called the Apple
keynote event
throughout the hour. So stay with us here. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more Sunrise. Guys, thanks for hanging around. All right, more Sunrise coming up on your Thursday. What is it, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday, thanks, yeah. Stick around.
Thanks for joining us.
Who, me?
I'm dancing with Tim Cook.
Woohoo! I want to dance with Dan.
You know, they were so great, we asked them back. It's the geeks, Ryan and Burt, and we're watching the Apple event live, and what have they announced? What have we seen?
Well, when Tim Cook took the stage, he said they're firing on all cylinders, monster announcements across their categories, and they're not kidding. They started with the Apple Watch. They announced, of course, the update to the operating system so it can run more apps on the watch. They talked about new bands, of course, designers, and they talked about that there's going to be a gold one at the entry-level price. So
nice.
Very good for Christmas.
Now, and we're watching what they're doing right now. This is live. They're demonstrating the new Stylus the Apple Pencil. Is that what they're calling it?
Pencil.
Okay, but it looked kind of cool. It looked like you had some neat techniques or neat, very fine touch.
Well,
on that,
you know, we kind of thought that maybe the iPad Pro was going to get saved for the end,
The
but
end,
they
right.
came out with that right after the watch. So there still is a bunch of stuff that they can still announce. With the iPad Pro, the new thing is this smart keyboard. So they talked about the smart keyboard. I don't think they've been a keyboard. I think it's all been
it attached
third-party
to the
keyboard.
side of the
right.
iPad.
You can just slide it on. And then with this new stylus called the Apple Pencil, you can actually have some more fine detail. So they were kind of gearing it more toward the artists.
Yeah, they were doing calligraphy and
Yeah.
it looked beautiful.
And some drawings. And then now they're also talking about how, you know, from a corporate standpoint, you can have people actually use it out on the field. And there's a lot of pen controls now. You can actually recharge that pen by plugging it into the,
Oh, really?
the iPad. Yeah.
Okay, so they talked about the Apple Watch. They've talked about the iPad Pro and the Stylus. So there's a lot yet to come. They haven't even talked about the phone yet,
Not
right?
yet about
No,
the phone
no
and not about
phone.
the Apple TV. So
Okay,
we're
all
still
right,
waiting.
more to come. So the geeks are just hanging out with us here on Sunrise this morning. We'll bring us the latest on the Apple event. We'll take a break and be back with more in just a couple of minutes. This, of course, means we'll get more dancing today than on a usual geek show.